Hello friends, welcome to Sankalp Study Success, and in this session I am going to discussing about functions of a DBMS and what are the advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. Again, this is also expected questions in the semester examinations of ACSE and IT people. Okay, so almost you will get this question for 7 marks only. Okay, this is not the 15 marks question, just this is only for 7 marks question or 5 marks question. Clear ma? So we'll go to the discussion. Very important. You see, మనకి సబ్జెక్ట్స్లో ప్రతి ఒక్క టాపిక్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ వన్. సో నేను మీకు ఎగ్జామ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ని ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ ఇచ్చి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ నేను రిమైనింగ్ టాపిక్స్ మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. నెక్స్ట్ you see here what are the advantages or what are the functions of DBMS here. Actually, you know what is database management system. It is a collection of related data. It is a collection of related data and a set of programs for defining the data, and we can create the data, we can maintain the data, we can manipulate the data of database. Now DBMS have certain functions ma. Okay, around 7 to 8 functions are there. Okay, let us see one by one. Defining the database schema. First we need to define the database schema. So ma'am, here what do you mean by schema? That means what? Database structure. Okay, what do you want to store in the database? Student records or a company details or any bank details? What is your database structure? Or customer details? The structure of the database is nothing but here schema. So first function of DBMS is defining the database schema. Okay, so that structure also specifies the what are the access rights to the authorized users. And the next one, manipulation of the database. So we will do some manipulations. Already some data will be stored in the database. So with the help of the data, that means we can do some manipulations, right? So later classes I will discuss about several commands in the database, right? So DML commands, DDL commands is there. I will discuss each and every commands in DBMS. But in DB database we can insert the data. Okay, you want to insert the new data into, so you can insert the data and you can delete this data. If our data is existing, you can delete the data and you can update the data. Update is nothing but what? Already insert data is there, you want to do some modifications of that data, so which command you have to use? Update. Okay, so here we can deletion, updation of data is available, deletion of data is available, and retrieving the data is available, and also insertion is available. All these is nothing but what? Manipulations of database. Okay, and next third one, the third function of DBMS is sharing of database. Ma, మీరు ఎగ్జామ్లో రాసినప్పుడు ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ సబ్ హెడ్డింగ్ నీట్గా డిజైన్ చేసి, నాట్ డిజైన్ హియర్, నీట్గా సబ్ హెడ్డింగ్స్తో ఆన్సర్ రాయండి, డెఫినెట్గా యూ విల్ గెట్ మార్క్స్. Okay, so sharing of database. So sharing of database, it must be share the data items for multiple users by maintaining the consistency of data. Right, so through DBMS we will the authorized persons can access the data of this particular database. That means what? A company existing several employers, so this person also access the data, this person also get information, and this person also get information from the database. That means here what? Database will share the data to authorized persons. Next one, protection of database. So I already explained, that is the case in file systems. There is no security for the file systems, right? Anyone can theft the data, or we can lose the data, but not in the case DBMS. Okay, we will protect the database against the unauthorized users. That is why every person have some user ID and also some password, okay, to log in the database. So there is a protection for the data. And the next one, database recovery. That means here database will maintain some backup. So if there any system failure, if there any other crashes, okay, you can easily get your data, no worries. Okay, database will recover. That means if any system failure, if any software failure, if any network failure, no worry, the data will not be lost. Okay, the backup will be there, so you will get the data at any time. Okay, that is the another function. Now see the advantages of DBMS. You see, these are all 5 the functions of the DBMS. Now I will discuss advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. So these are all the, what are the functions we have, those are all nothing but you can say that advantages. But ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఫంక్షన్స్ అడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఒకే క్వశ్చన్లో వచ్చాయనుకోండి, వాట్ ఆర్ ద సబ్ హెడ్డింగ్స్ యూ ఆర్ యూజ్డ్ ఇన్ ద ఫంక్షన్స్, ఇట్ షుడ్ నాట్ బీ సేమ్ యాజ్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ ద DBMS. ఓకే, దెర్ షుడ్ బీ సమ్ చేంజ్. సో లేదంటే ఏమనుకుంటాము, మేము పేపర్స్ కరెక్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు సేమ్ ఆన్సరే మళ్ళీ మీరు ఇక్కడ రాసారని అనుకుంటాం అనమాట. యాజ్ ఏ మీ ప్రొఫెసర్ పేపర్ కరెక్షన్స్కి మేము కూడా వెళ్తాం కాబట్టి, సో ఫంక్షన్స్లో మీరు ఏవైతే హెడ్డింగ్స్ పెట్టారో అవే హెడ్డింగ్స్ అడ్వాంటేజెస్లో పెట్టారనుకోండి, సో సేమ్ డేటా మీరు రిపీట్ చేశారో అనుకుంటాం. సో ఆన్సర్ కూడా కనీసం చెక్ చేయం, రైట్? సో ఇక్కడ సబ్ హెడ్డింగ్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. మీ ఆన్సర్ షీట్లో సబ్ హెడ్డింగ్స్ మేజర్ రోల్ని ప్లే చేస్తాయి, ఓకేనా? సో మీకు గుడ్ మార్క్స్ రావాలా లేదా అనేది సబ్ హెడ్డింగ్స్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. సో సీ హియర్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ రిడక్షన్ ఆఫ్ రిడెండెన్సీ. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇన్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్స్. ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్స్ రిడెండెన్సీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఉంది. సో వీ కెన్ కీప్ ఓన్లీ, వీ కెన్ స్టోర్ ఓన్లీ వన్ ఫైల్ ఇన్ డేటాబేస్. ఓకే, సో దెర్ is no duplication of data in database. See here, centralized control of data by database administrator avoid. Who is the central officer of the DBMS? Sorry, database ki evaru final ga authority? Database administrator control lo untundi, right? So to avoid unnecessary duplication of data and effectively reduces the total amount of the data storage required, avoiding the duplication in the elimination of inconsistency that tends to present in the redundant data files. So this is the advantage of DBMS, reduction of redundancy. And next, sharing of data. Sharing of data means what? Here the database allows the sharing of data under its control by any number of application programmers and users. So that is the case in functions. DBMS functions adi. So ఇక్కడ నేను ఏం చెప్పాను, షేరింగ్ ఆఫ్ డేటాబేస్. సో సేమ్ లైక్ హియర్ షేరింగ్ ఆఫ్ డేటాబేస్ ఈజ్ అవర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. ఓకే, డేటా ఇంటిగ్రిటీ. డేటా ఇంటిగ్రిటీ మీన్స్ వాట్? దే ప్రొవైడ్ కన్సిస్టెంట్ డేటా. దే ప్రొవైడ్ here we can provide the constraints to the data. Okay, checks and pros are there. So what are the data you want to insert? It should be in the correct format. Oh, what you in schema, that means structure lo, database structure lo మీరు ఏదైతే ఫార్మేట్ ఇచ్చారో అదే ఫార్మేట్లో మీరు డేటాని ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయాలి, ఓకేనా? సో ఇట్ ప్రొవైడ్స్ డేటా ఇంటిగ్రిటీ. ఇట్ మీన్స్ ద డేటా కంటైన్డ్ ఇన్ ద డేటాబేస్ is both accurate and consistent manner. That means what here, what are the data you entered for storage could be checked to ensure they fall with the specified range and are of correct format. For example, in database structure you gave that student name is a character, char, okay, and student phone number is integer. Okay, now in a table you have the two fields called student name and student phone number. Okay, so in this particular row you can insert only characters. Okay, you cannot insert the integer because what you give the format, what are the format you given here? First student name, you mentioned it is a character and the length should be 15 or 20. Okay, that means what here ma, you in this particular row, in this you can insert only characters and the particular length will be 15 only. It should not be more than 15 characters, right? That means what? For example, you entered here 1 2 3. Can you enter 1 2 3 here? Here 1 2 3 are the integers. Okay, so that is nothing but what here? Data integrity. So what are the data you entered into the database? It should be fall with a specified range and it should be correct format. In this row you cannot enter the characters because in the database schema you specified that student phone should be integer and it should be 10. The length phone number should be length will be 10 only, right? That is the case in data integrity. Next, data security. So it provides the security. Every person have the own user ID and own password. So with the help of those credentials only we will get the data from the database. But those credentials were given by database administrator. Okay, that is data security. And next, conflict resolution. So here some conflicts, some problems occur in the database because of users applications. Okay, who will solve the conflicts in DBMS? Undoubtedly DBA, database administrator, will resolve the conflicts on requirements of users and applications. Okay, so here the particular who database administrator, okay, he choose that, he or she here choose the best file structure and access method to get the optional performance for the application. Right ma? So this is conflict resolution in database. Right. Next, data independence. In data independence, actually, what do you mean by data independence here? This is the another advantage of DBMS. Here we have to consider 2 points of view. One is a physical data independence and another one is a logical data independence. See here, data independence we have 2 types, physical data independence and logical data independence. I will explain this concept in detail in view of data. Okay, there is a data abstraction is there. Okay, in that concept I explain again this topic ma, no worries. But here see what is physical data independence, what is logical data independence, because this is also another advantage of DBMS. Right. So in physical data independence, it allows the changes in physical storage device or organization of the file to be made, okay, without requiring any changes in the conceptual view. ఓకే, ఫిజికల్ డేటా ఇండిపెండెన్స్లో ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే కాన్సెప్చువల్ వ్యూలో ఎలాంటి చేంజ్ జరగదు, ఓన్లీ ఫిజికల్ స్టోరేజ్లో మాత్రమే డేటా చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా, ద చేంజెస్ ఆర్ ఎలోస్ ఇన్ ద ఫిజికల్ స్టోరేజ్ డివైజెస్ ఓన్లీ, బట్ నాట్ ఇన్ ద కాన్సెప్చువల్ వ్యూ ఆర్ ఎనీ ఆఫ్ ద ఎక్స్టర్నల్ వ్యూస్. ఓకే, I will show one document here. See these levels of abstraction in database. Okay, see these are all the different levels of DBMS database management systems యొక్క levels అనమాట. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి physical level or internal view. Okay, so this is internal view, we can call it is also physical level. Okay, conceptual view, it also we can call it as a logical view. Okay, and this is the external view. Okay, so these like this we have a three levels in database abstraction, right ma? So this is our database and this is a physical level, this is a conceptual level, and this is the external schema. So these are all very important topic, exam point of view, this one also. So what I explained here, in independence, data independence, we have logical data independence and physical data independence. Okay, in this is a physical data, right? So this one is physical data. If you change any physical, if you allow any changes in physical data, it does not change in conceptual view. That is the physical data independence. Okay, and it does not change any changes in external view also. And what is a logical data independence ma? If any, where is the logical level? The second level is a logical level or a conceptual view we can say. Okay, so if any changes occur in logical data independence, it does not affect the physical level, it does not affect the external view. That is a logical data independence. So the name itself is there. Independence means what? It does not depending on anyone. Okay, if depending, for example, two particular things తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, this thing is depending on this means if any changes occur here, automatically the changes will be there here. Okay na, we have two things ma. So ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా చేంజెస్ జరిగాయి, this one is depending on this one. ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా చేంజెస్ జరిగాయి అంటే ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఇక్కడ చేంజెస్ ఉంటాయి, ఎందుకంటే this particular x is depending on y. Okay, so the name itself is there, logical data independence, physical data independence. So you can do any changes in physical level. Okay, but అది కాన్సెప్చువల్ వ్యూలో కానీ అదే లాజికల్ వ్యూలో కానీ లేదా ఎక్స్టర్నల్ వ్యూలో కానీ ఎలాంటి చేంజెస్ మనకి జరగవు. You can do changes in the logical view, that is second level లో మీరు ఏదైనా చేంజెస్ చేయండి, ఇట్ డస్ నాట్ చేంజ్ ద ఇంటర్నల్ వ్యూ. ఫిజికల్ వ్యూలో మనకి చేంజ్ ఉండదు, అలాగే ఎక్స్టర్నల్ వ్యూలో కూడా మనకి చేంజ్ ఉండదు. That is the case here. Logical data independence indicates that conceptual schema, logical view also called conceptual view. Okay, that can be changed without affecting the existing external schema or any application program. Okay, now, so these are all the several advantages of DBMS, very important topic. So for anything there is a pros and cons. Okay, now there will be a pros and cons, means advantages will be there and also disadvantages will be there. So like this in DBMS also we have some a little bit disadvantages. Okay, but what is that here? The software, what we using the software in previous class I explained. For file systems we use what we use, and for DBMS what we use. So mostly we use Oracle and we use MySQL, structured query language, SQL and Oracle. Okay, so here disadvantage of DBMS lo manaki entante, the cost of this software, Oracle and MySQL software is very high. The cost of the software is high. Okay, and installation of this one is a little bit difficult. Okay, DBMS software and hardware cost is high. Next, the processing overhead by the DBMS for implementation of security, integrity and sharing of the data. So we have all these as a advantages. Sharing of data is available, integrity is there, security, the DBMS provides the security, but implementation of all these is a tough job. Okay, hope you understand. These are all the advantages, but implementation part is somewhat difficult. Okay, and next one, set up the database systems requires some more knowledge and money and skilled person we required, and a time consumption also is there. Okay, see, you see here the database administrator is not a small person. He or she must be, you see, a more knowledgeable person aitene they can maintain the database. Okay, the complexity, rigidity of the database may result in the poor performance. So somewhat some complexity is there, but no worries, if you get better understand in the DBMS, it is a very easiest topic. Okay, ikkada entante manaki we have a several commands, several syntaxes are there. Okay, we need to follow those commands and syntaxes in database, then only the work is simple. Okay, without knowledge you can't do anything. Okay, without knowledge we can't write the programs, no? Like, so like this here we need to write the query to retrieve the data, to insert the data, to update the data or performing any operations. Here we need to write the query. So in order to write the query you should have a good knowledge in that. Okay, otherwise you will get poor performance from the database, right ma? So these are all the disadvantages of DBMS. So this class is about functions and advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. Okay, so this is around 7 to 8 marks question. Don't leave this topic. Thank you so much, and do subscribe to our channel for more videos, right? Thank you.